Hey guys, so this is a video I wanted to do on an action camera that I picked up off of Amazon. I was kind of in the market for a newer action cam. The one I had is getting kind of old. I've had it about 4 years now, so it was on par with the GoPro, the first gen GoPros. I had the Sony action cam, and it's a good little camera, but it's it's a little long in the tooth now. I didn't want to go with the Sony line. I think uh, the GoPro line or GoPro accessory line is the dominant force in the industry now when it comes to action cameras. So if you're looking for accessories for your camera, you can't go wrong with going with the GoPro line. So I didn't want to really pay for GoPro money yet, and I wanted to see what was out there as far as cameras go in this particular form factor. And somebody had put out a video that I subscribed to on YouTube, and they talked about the EKEN line of cameras. So I, really didn't want to do a lot of research, wasn't really sure what to go for. So I took his recommendation and I started Googling it, and I found this camera, and on Amazon Prime it was $32.90. So $32.90. It was kind of a, I was doing Christmas shopping. It was kind of an add-on purchase, just kind of spur of the moment, and I threw it into my cart and I picked it up. So I've been using it for a while now. Got it a couple weeks ago, and I also picked up one of the Amazon kit. It's like 30 pieces or whatever it is for $16. It was the GoPro activity pack or something or other. Anyway, 16 bucks. I picked it up. It came with a head strap. It came with a chest strap. Came with all kinds of different mounts and connections and etc. 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 I'd really recommend those. I don't get anything for these guys. I'm not an affiliate with Amazon. I don't have the subscriber count, obviously. But if you're in the market and you're interested in a camera like this and those accessories, I can recommend those accessories. That is a good value. So anyway, back to the camera. I'll go through the specs real quick. This is from Amazon's site, so I'm going to go through the specs, kind of give you an overview of the camera, and then give you my impressions. So it shows that it's a full HD Wi-Fi waterproof sports camera. It does 1080p at 30 frames a second, 70p at 30 frames per second. It's a 12 megapixel photo camera. It does do 4K, but the 4K is only, I believe, 10 frames per second. So that's really not, I mean, it's a lot of data, but it's not a good frame rate. So I don't use that, and I don't recommend others use that. Let's see, it comes with a 140-degree wide-angle lens. It comes with 6 mounting kits and 2 batteries and the battery charger. Has a 2-inch Full HD display, high-quality display for preview and backplay. Has built-in Wi-Fi and HDMI out. Uses a micro SD card. Durable, waterproof up to 30 meters or 100 feet. Waterproof housing is designed to withstand extreme environments. And it comes in this excellent gift box that you see here. So anyway, I'll go around the camera, or go around the box real quick. Action cam, Wi-Fi, waterproof 30 meters, 4K Ultra HD, 12 megapixels, just covered that. Comes with these items in the box. I gotta say, it is quite a few items, and they have been handy. So here's some more of the specifications. It uses 900 milliamp hour batteries. The batteries are okay. I would say it's probably less than an hour and a half, though. I'm probably getting about an hour out of the batteries. It uses a micro SD card, or a micro USB to do data transfer if you're not using the Wi-Fi. And then on this side, it looks like they're repeating themselves. So okay. So anyway, I put it back into the box. It came with the box, but I have been using it for several weeks. So take it out here. It's mounted on this little base that comes in the box. So let me move the camera out of the side. So when you open it up, you'll have these 2 boxes. It'll have all the kit that comes with it down inside there. I've already taken all that out, so I'm not going to cover what is in the box. But if you want to know what's in the box, that's in the box. Right? Okay, cool. So here's the camera as it comes. This is the EKEN W9s. It's a 4K, which is a misnomer, but it does have it available to you. So it's pretty common case design, you know, with the pass-through buttons and the waterproof case. This is not the waterproof case backing though. I have it. So if you're familiar with these, which I was not, you can pull this down, pop it off. There's another one that doesn't have the holes in it. This one allows you to speak, you know, use it as a camera and a protective case. It'll allow the audio to pass through the back of the case. But anyway, it's a well-built case. You know, it's got some resistance in the silicone seal around it, so it feels like it's in there nice and tight. The buttons work well. They activate everything on the camera without any problem. GoPro items that come with it have all worked perfectly. I mean, there's nothing to them, and a little bit of formed plastic, you know, molded plastic. This is a pretty cool little deal, this little rubber piece. It prevents it from accidentally popping out. I don't know if the GoPro bases have a history of coming out, but having this in there, it's, you know, you have to get that out of the way before you try to squeeze it and move it in and out of the bases that you plug it into. One of the base that came in the kit that I got was a windshield base. So I have been using this camera as a driving camera. You know, what do they call those? You know, just a driving camera, a camera that you can use when you're driving. So I've got some video that I'll roll in here. Back. So you can see, you know, the camera, the Action Cam camera does put out a decent image. It's not a bad quality image. I've been pretty happy with it. So I'll just kind of cover the modes here. Now, when I do mount it, I do mount it upside down, and it does have the option to change how you view it. So power is here. And when it boots up, this will be upside down. So as you can see, it's upside down. So you go through the modes. You can hit the power button again. And you've got burst mode. You've got time-lapse mode, which is pretty cool for a little deal like this. And then you've got settings. So once you get into settings, you just press the record button and it takes you through. Now this isn't touchscreen, but you have the up down right here, and again it's reversed, so it's a little backwards. So going up actually takes you down, but if you reverse that, it's you know, set to go the proper way. Looping video, you can set your video resolution. So let's look at that real quick. So here's your video resolutions. As you can see, 4K is only 10 frames per second. That's not, I wouldn't use that. I do use it on 1080p though. If you want to get more video capture, you can use 70p. 70p is fine. I just prefer the 1080p personally. And then looping video, timestamps. If you want timestamps on your imagery, I don't do that. Exposure, I don't really get into the exposure settings at all. I mean, it's available to you if that's the kind of thing you want to do, but not me. Photo resolution, similar to the video resolution. You can get 12 megapixel, 8, 5, 2. And that's that. Burst mode, time lapse, these are all cool features that I don't use. Power, frequency, language, I'm sure Chinese is one of the options in here. Date and time. I have noticed that the date and time doesn't stick with this, with the replacement of the batteries. I don't know if that's a firmware problem or it just doesn't keep the capacitor or whatever it is that's supposed to hold the date and time is faulty on this one, but it doesn't hold the date and time. So I have the screen rotated as I've mentioned. I also have it set for auto power off and the version. So there was problems with these kinds of cameras. The W9s was known for certain display quality issues. I have seen some videos around people complaining about the quality of the video on this. And you could see from the video that I showed you a little while ago, the video was fine. I didn't have any problems with the video. Now, here's the firmware version. So if you have one that's different than this, the battery just died. If you have one that's different than this, then you know, you can compare to what I just showed you there and determine whether you need to update your firmware. Their website is available. It's not a fly-by-night website. It looks, you know, pretty well established. So here's the micro HDMI and a micro USB with the mini SD card. And then the indicator lights here, one is power and one is record. So one is blue and one is red. This one flashes red. And when if you want to charge it, and I'm pretty sure you can charge it through the micro USB just directly if you did want to pop the battery out. You can just plug it into a micro USB and the blue light will indicate that it is charging. So another item here that I thought was worth mentioning. So this case door, you know, you could easily lose that, taking it off of there. I'd like to see that, you know, retained in some way, but regardless, there it is. The batteries, it does, like I said, they do give you 2 batteries and a charging base to plug them into. Let me grab that real quick. So yeah, I just grabbed that real quick. So here's the base that it comes with, and it's just a micro USB base as well. So you just plug this in, and then the micro USB cable goes to a power adapter in the wall. And these light up as they're charging, so they'll be amber when you first plug them in, and then they go green. So I just grabbed a new battery. Anyway, I would like to see this retained somehow, but it isn't, so just deal with it. Yeah, that's the power indicator, and it will flash when you're recording. So it does have a good, you know, good high quality video on it. I don't have any complaints on the video quality. You know, I'm sure other people may be more, I don't know, picky as to the kind of quality that the video takes on it, but I've been pretty pleased with it, especially coming from an older Sony Action Cam. I believe it was 1080p as well, but the quality in this, the colors and just the video itself, the motion, have all been spectacular. And I like that it's, you know, pretty standard with the GoPro stuff. So if I do choose, you know, I want to go full on GoPro and I want to use GoPro line camera, I have a lot of the accessories already, having bought this. So, you know, $35 for the camera and enough stuff to really get you started with the camera, and then another $16 for like 40 other items, you know, mounts and bases and, you know, sticker bases and suction cup bases and the chest mount and the head mount, etc., etc. You know, so I have quite a bit of kit now to go with this little, you know, crappy camera. And it's not really that bad for $35. I've been really pleased with it. You know, if you want to go to, you know, a higher end camera and you want to stay in the EKEN line, they have I think it's the H9s is their next one up. And it's going for, I'm looking at it right now on Amazon Prime, $70. So, you know, this is a great camera. I don't know what the capabilities of that one is. I think it upgrades the video, the 4K video, and the battery capacity. But, you know, for a starter HD camera, you know, your mountain biker, your motorcyclist or whatever, and you just want to have something that you can beat up and lose and not worry about whether it gets lost for 35 bucks. You can't go wrong with this. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know, please do. I'd also appreciate that. And if you have any questions or you need any clarification, you know, throw them in the comments section below and I'll get to them. And I think they've upgraded this camera. I know it had some problems in the beginning, but this one's been good. Thanks for watching and have a good day.